Okay, so we're now down to the last and final module, which is module 12. So the topic for module 12 is global citizenship. Now, when you say global citizenship, it is not just the citizen of the world, no, but also it has a different meaning. Okay, so when you say global citizenship, it is a way of living that recognizes our world is an increasingly complex web of connections and interdependencies, one in which our choices and actions may have repercussions for people and communities, locally, nationally, or internationally. So when you say yun nga, global citizenship, it is complex web of connections and interdependencies. So when you say global citizenship, it is a concept, no? Konsepto siya that has produced varied and contested understandings, not the least of which is the argument that the privilege of legal status inherently associated with national citizenship is not a feature of global citizenship. So, a global citizen is someone who, say natin, uh, uh, is aware of a wider world and has a sense of their own role as a world citizen. Aware siya of his wider world. No? Hindi siya yung nandun lang sa isang part ng kanyang world. No? It is a complex world itself. Now, respects and values diversity. Yun, ang napaka-importante dyan. Respeto sa... Alam naman natin when we say diversity, it is mostly related to being different, no? Diverse is outraged by social injustice, participates in the community at a range of levels, from the local to the global, and is willing to act to make the world a more equitable and sustainable place, and takes responsibility for their actions. Okay, so to be effective global citizens, young people need to be flexible, creative, and proactive. They need to be able to solve problems, make decisions, think critically, communicate ideas effectively, and work well within teams and groups. Now, these skills attribute are increasingly recognized as being essential to succeed in other areas of 21st century life too, including many workplaces. Now, this skill and qualities cannot be developed without the use of active learning method through which pupils learn by doing and collaborating with others. So, ito education. That is, according to Jerome S. Brunner, education must be not only transmission of culture, but also provider of alternative views of the world and a strengthener of skill to explore them. No? Education is very important nowadays, no? Kasi kung makikita natin yung mga kabataan ngayon, especially those who are young enough na medyo not privileged, they should be well treated din, no? Okay, with the interconnected and interdependent nature of our world, the global is not out there, no? It is part of our everyday life as we are linked with to others on every continent. No, kahit sabihin natin magkakaiba man tayo ng lahi, magkakaiba man tayo ng paniniwala, we still have to be connected to each other. Socially and culturally, through the media and telecommunications, and through travel and migrations. No, so kahit na magkaiba tayo ng lahi, magkaiba man tayo ng paniniwala or kung ano man yung ating political affiliations, we should be equal to each other, economically through trade, environmentally through sharing one planet, and politically through international relations and systems of regulation. No? Okay, according to the United Nations, global citizenship exists at various levels in numerous contexts and at different times, with no single identifiable institutional framework in the New World Order, which is very quite controversial. It seeks to expand to its scope and democratize a decision-making process that can be radically affect basic aspects of our societies, especially in people's lives, particularly those of minorities and the disadvantaged. So, global citizens act without limits or geographical distinction, and they do so outside the traditional spheres of power. Now, their goal is to defend human dignity and to promote social accountability and international solidarity, in which tolerance, inclusion, and recognition of diversity occupy pride of place in word and in deed, reflecting the multiplicity of actors involved in the actions of global citizenship. So, the philosophy of global citizenship is a part of the philosophy of global governing of humankind. Lastly, according to the United Nations, today there are over 7 billion people on the planet. Within the last century, the population has increased to 4.5 times greater than the previous centuries. Social pressures on systemic qualities and the Earth's biosphere need harmony for successful cooperation. Survival, longevity, and prosperity, three important qualities of humankind are missing. Una, universal upbringing, education, and lifelong learning is missing part for better learning. Observation, knowledge, understanding, and living of humans. Individual social responsibility is a forgotten and missing quality of present humans. All living things have it, and only humankind has lost it. Now, when you say social responsibility, it's your job. It's your responsibility. Let's say, for example, following the rules is one of the social responsibility. The law itself, kung susundin mo ba yung batas, that is one part of the social responsibility. Requisite holism as knowledge, which human needs for understanding universal nature and the nature of the planet Earth. So, for us to become a global citizen, we should consider things, no? Like for example, taking a social responsibility, no? Na you abide by the rules, you obey the rules, you follow the law, and of course, be helpful into others, diba? Just like what the Lord our Savior Jesus Christ have told us na do unto others what others have to you. So, parang give and take lang, no? And of course, we treat each other with respect. This is one of the most important aspect of becoming a global citizen. Kasi napaka-importante niyan na tratuhin mo ng respeto yung kapwa mo tao and of course, babalik din yan sa'yo. No? So, yun yung pinaka-point ng lesson na to. No? So, with that, that would end our very short discussion for the Module 12. And that's it. No? We're already done with all modules. So from module 1 to 12, and now we're done. So if you have any questions with regards to your um, this topic and other previous topics, don't forget to drop it in the comments below, or and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press the bell for your notifications. So that's it. And thank you for at least listening and watching to my lecture discussions. Until next time, I'll see you later.